がつく夢の終わりについたような気がしたいないさをたどった血跡光の新宿盗んでほどいてたの気合いない残す現状は連尾に至るんでサンプルばっかちょうどいいのに更新ばっか干渉しは日常が切な心よぎれ残像はいつか消えてしまうこの割と記憶組み合わせて再生は体が世界を響くさあ
Holy shit, this time. Oh my god. Doing so would invite the risk of Okazaki reporting my collar to his superiors. If that happened, I'd probably be killed. If I died bravely, maybe the collar could be analyzed and they could trace the signal, leading to the capture of the ringleaders. What am I thinking? I shook my head to write myself off those fantastical thoughts. I can't be like this. I stood up from my seat to make some cold tea and clear my head. Work finally ended. I walked home, stopping at an intersection to wait for the traffic signal. I feel like my head's been spinning the entire day. Oh well, you shouldn't make jokes about this, Noam Gabi. Good morning. Yoshinari had said that Okazaki was feeling lost, and that he'd never seen him that way. Wait 1 second. I think I can't change anything about this at the moment, but it will go away soon. He's hesitating because he is a kind person. Yanagi had told me before that the SP were known to overlook small sacrifices if it would further their mission. But reporting on me was part of Okazaki's mission, and he still hadn't done it. I wonder if he is agonizing over it because he doesn't want to sacrifice me. I recalled how Okazaki had always watched over me and worried about me. Of course, he had been watching Yanagi's team, so he also had to keep an eye on me because I was around them. But I couldn't deny the peace I felt when he was around, or the kindness he had shown me. Well, it can't be so loud. He had said he would protect me even while he suspected me. And while it might have been inevitable, I had betrayed him. Well, it should be better now, Noagabi. The sound. The light turned green, and I crossed the intersection, my breath misting white in the air. A while ago, when all of this started, I had stumbled upon Okazaki while I was taking a walk through Shinjuku. He always appeared out of nowhere and surprised me, like he was a ghost. Uh, as I crossed the intersection, I bumped someone. With fleeting hope, I turned to see.
よっ
Oh, it's you, Saiki, out on patrol.
おいなんだよそのあからさまにがっかりした顔ひどくないか
Good morning, Go. How are you? Sorry. I weakly apologized. Saiki studied my face.
どうしたんだよやけに元気ないな
Yeah, a little.
おいおい水臭いな何かあったら遠慮せず話せって
Seems everybody was worried about me lately. I'm pathetic.
俺とお前の仲だろ愚痴でもいいから話してみろよな
Well, Go, you know it's the English stream, right? Irked on by his gentle tone, I complied but tried to keep a walk. I couldn't tell Saiki the truth. But I did want to at least get somebody's input on the situation. I think that someone I care about hates me now. But if I approach that person, it'd be really problematic for them. So I understand why they're pushing me away. I know that I should keep my distance, but all I can think about is how I am supposed to get our relationship back the way it was before. It might be my fault that something valuable to them was damaged, but I don't want to give up. It's pathetic.
それってもしかして彼氏の話
No. It's someone I know through work, but I don't work with them directly. When I tried to explain, I realized just how vague my relationship with Okazaki was. What exactly is it that connects both of us together? I knew him through meeting with Yanagi's team, and at first we had been cautious of each other. But I gradually came to know his warmth, and I was happy that he said he'd protect me. Maybe I was getting ahead of myself. I knew our positions were incompatible after all.
お前は一度思い込んだら頑固なところがあるからな。
I wonder about that. I couldn't quite deny it. Saiki smiled cheerfully.
誰かは知らないけどさ、仕事関係ならその人にも守りたいものがあるんだろ。警察同士でもそれが相入れないことはある。でも守りたいって気持ちや根っこのところはそんなに変わらないんじゃないか。
Something to protect. Whatever it was that Okazaki wanted to protect, it was something that he had always valued. His face in the organization known as the police. He had chosen the path of a police officer to help those in need and protect people from crime.
俺はお前の正義がまっすぐだって知ってる。わざと誰かを傷つけたり他人を犠牲にしてのし上がろうなんて考え絶対にない。その大切な人ってのが悪いやつじゃないならまっすぐにお前の気持ちを伝えてみろよ。そんな難しく考えるんじゃなくてさ。互いに大事なものを壊さないで一緒にいられるにはどうすればいいか話し合ってみないことには始まらないだろ。
Saiki. No matter how much I was threatened, I sincerely wanted to protect people as a police officer. I want Okazaki to understand that. I would become an obstacle to Okazaki, destroying what he held dear. So I wouldn't do that. I'd find a way not to destroy it. Not by keeping my distance from Okazaki, but by probably explaining things to him so that he understood me and my situation. I'd stopped facing the truth because he discovered my collar and then pointed his gun at me. I don't want Okazaki to be nice to me. I want us to walk the same path. Nothing would ever happen if I kept refusing to acknowledge my true feelings.
お前の持ち味は根性だろ。一度や二度突き放されたからって簡単に諦めるのはらしくないぞ。
Yeah. Saeki clapped me on the back and I felt myself swell with newfound strength. Thanks, Saeki. I'm going to talk to him.
おう、頑張れよ。
Bolstered by Saeki's smile, I immediately began running. Once I arrived at home, I checked the time, intending to contact Okazaki. It's pretty late. I hope this is okay. It wouldn't be good if I upset him by calling when he was working or sleeping. Most of all, maybe he doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. My hand shook as it held my cell phone. I couldn't press the buttons. As I stood there at a loss, my phone vibrated. It's Okazaki. I didn't expect him to call me at this time of night. My heart still wasn't ready. I pressed the answer button, took a deep breath, and spoke. Hello?
こんばんは。遅くにごめんね。今大丈夫？
Yeah, I am I was about to call you too.
そうなんだ。同じこと考えてたのかな。
His voice filled me with relief as usual, but I just couldn't find the right words. Several seconds passed in silence. Okazaki decided to break it.
ごめんね。俺はもう君に会わない方がいいんだろうなって思ってた。
I was shocked that he said that so bluntly.
でもね、
When Okazaki continued, I just quietly listened.
こうやって声を聞いたら、やっぱり我慢できなくなった。今も悲しそうな顔をしてるんだろうなって考えたら、笑ってほしいなって思った。君のためには会わない方がいいんだろうけど、俺はね、君に会いたい。
The words came slowly, one by one. My chest grew hot, and I felt like I was about to cry. Then can't we meet now? I want to see you too, Okazaki. I want to have a proper talk. I stated my feelings slowly, so that my voice wouldn't quiver over the phone.
うん、いいや。今からそっちに行く。
Okazaki happily agreed. Also, Okazaki had told me that he would text me when he arrived at my home, because it was late. I impatiently waited for him outside.
家で待っててねって言ったのに。こんばん。
When I turned around, he was making his usual lazy smile. Hi.
少し歩こうか。
Okay. We started walking side by side, but because of my anxiety, I maintained some distance from Okazaki. I didn't know what to talk about, and it seemed that neither of us knew how to break the silence. For a while, I said nothing and just walked while listening to our footsteps echo around us. We stayed silent the entire time, and I realized that we arrived at a street of offices.
誰もいないね。
Okazaki murmured. I looked around. It still wasn't that late at night yet, but foot traffic was practically non-existent.
みんな怯えてるんだと思う。こんな状況じゃ当たり前なんだよね。
He said it like it didn't concern him. I nodded. It's because these horrible events have been continuing all week. Everyone that had been killed in the X-Day crimes so far had committed some wrong in their past. They were likely people who had once hurt the assailants in some way. What did the terrorists want? Were they planning a coup d'etat because they lost faith in the national government? At this rate, there are concerns that people might go insane from the stress of being cooped up. There might be a lot of suspects that we can't locate in Shunyuku because of that.
警察はもう信用できないからって助けを求めることさえ諦めてる人もいるだろうしね。警察官にも無力さを感じて気力を失ってる人は多いと思うよ。
助けたいのに助けられないから、自分の存在価値を見失ってもおかしくない。
Yeah. What's going to happen to this town? I looked up at the flickering lights of the street lamps. I saw these lights every night, but tonight they seemed to be perfectly mirror the city's instability. If I wasn't a police officer, I think I'd be stuck at home too.
死ぬのが怖くて。
Yes, but mainly because I fear losing things.
それは今も同じでしょ。
That's true.
誰だって死ぬのは怖いんじゃないかな。警察官だってきっと同じ。俺にはよくわからないけど、死ぬくらいなら他人を傷つけるっていう人もきっとたくさんいるんだろうね。
Again, it struck me how Okazaki didn't seem to consider it a problem that applied to him. Are you afraid of death too? He didn't answer my question. Instead, he gave me a vague smile.
座れるところに行こうか。
I spent time with Okazaki in this park before when I first met him. Back then, he'd invited me here and then fallen asleep on me immediately.
よかった。やっぱり君は悪い人じゃないね。だって安心して眠れたから。
Since that point, Okazaki's been trying to trust me. I didn't want to betray that faith. I knew that smoothing things over with words wouldn't help much, but I wanted his trust. And I wanted us to interact like we used to. I'm just being selfish. It wasn't anything related to the collar. I just didn't want him to drift away from me. Okazaki, overcome by emotion, I tried to summon the nerve to speak.
俺は君を疑ってないよ。
When I did, I was answered by a gentle voice.
アドニスに脅されてるのも、それでも逃げないで頑張ってるのも、全部本当だって思う。君は警察を裏切るような真似をして、心苦しい気持ちも持ってる。でも、自己保身のためだけじゃなくて、この町のために事件を解明したくて、そのために必死で立ち向かってる。そうでしょ？
It is. How anticlimactic. If I said that, would he believe it? Would it hurt him? That was all I could think. You believe me?
信じるよ。
He replied instantly. I couldn't sense any dishonesty in those words. Why? As a police officer, you shouldn't condone what I've done. If I were you, I'd be troubled. There's no good reason to trust me. Even if I had honestly been misled, my continued existence could be a threat to the police, so why?
そういうところ、 見てきたからかな。君は嘘がつけない子だよ。だから、これまでのことが演技だとは思えない。もし全部嘘だったとしたら、俺の勘が相当鈍ってるってことになるかな。でも、俺はその辺自信があるんだ。だから、君が悪い子じゃないっていうのは当たり。今は警察に言えないとしても、君の存在が事件解明の手がかりになるかもしれない。それくらい重要な立場。そして、犯人側にとっても君は重要人物。君を選んだ理由が必ずあるはずだからね。言い換えれば君は今、この国にとってとても重要で特別な人間なんだ。
To the country? That much?
だからね。君のことは俺が守るよ。
I made a dumb noise. I'd come here prepared to be disappointed, but I never expected this. Protect me? Why? Pointed a gun at me before. Doesn't that mean I'm considered an enemy for the police?
ね。君が守る価値のある人だって分かったから。
This was making less and less sense. I was possibly tread in the eyes of the police, so I could understand why he pointed a gun at me. But in the short time that I known Okazaki, I also knew that he hesitated to sacrifice me. And now he was saying that he protect me. I didn't understand.
君はさ、俺が銃を向けても、いつか撃つかもしれないって言っても、逃げないって言ったよね。
If you decide that I'm leading things astray, then I want you to shoot me without hesitation. I want to solve them and fix Shinjuku. I want to protect the people who live here. So, I'm not going to run away.
首輪のことをばらされたくないなら、俺に懇願することもできたし、怖いなら俺から逃げることもできたはずだ。でも、君はどっちもしなかったし、理不尽な状況に嘆くだけでもなかった。逃げない、諦めないって、いざとなったら迷わずに自分を撃てって言ったよね。俺はね、その覚悟を持ってる君のことを信じようって決めたんだ。
Okazaki. My words and actions had finally gotten through. My chest grew warm as I realized that I hadn't been trying to make a grand gesture. I just didn't want to let Okazaki down. He finally heard me. Hello, Reese Wright. How are you?
ね、俺が前に探し物をしてるって言ったこと覚えてる？
I'm good too, just tired and drinking coffee. Oh, I blinked at the sudden change of topic. I thought back to the conversation when he told me that.
俺もね、探し物をしてるんだ。彼らなら 見つけてくれるかなって思ってた。もうすぐ見つかりそうかな。そんな予感がしてる。君に会った時から。
You said that you thought you would find it soon, I think.
それが見つかったんだ。
Oh, you did? What were you looking for?
君だよ。
Ah. Once again, I blurted out a confused noise. Okazaki's been looking for me? Whatever for? He had been smiling happily for a while now. But I couldn't shake the sense that we'd been having two different conversations.
君が俺の探してた理想の人。ずっと、本当にずっと探してた。特別なものだよ。俺が守るべきものはね、特別で、大切で、とても重くて、かけがえのないもの。
His eyes and tone sounded like he discovered some kinds of long-lost treasure. Back then, his words made me look kindly on him. He wanted to protect something irreplaceable. But right now, I had no idea what he meant. Sorry, I'm not following what you're saying.
ちょっと早まっちゃったかな。急にこんなこと言われたら困るよね。ごめんね。嬉しくてつい。
Okazaki chuckled, noticing the skeptical look I was giving him. As he said, the emotion was obviously written all over his face.
俺はね、自分にとって特別な、守るべき人をずっと探してたんだ。
And you're saying that person is me? Oh, that's nice. Who was saying this? Please? I mean, from which person you heard it? Okay, that just made me more confused. I was honestly happy that he said he'd protect me. I was happy that he trusted me. But Okazaki was someone to whom personal feelings came a distant second to being a police officer. If I was someone that he'd hold a gunpoint for being a threat, then why was I special to him? When I had become that precious in his eyes.
そういえば聞いてなかったけど。ねえ、君はどうして警察官になったの？
I don't know if he noticed that I was brooding over his comments, but he just kept on going. Again, I felt that he was just dodging the subject. It's not that grand of a reason. When I was in school, I helped someone, and they were very grateful. I learned what being helpful actually meant. I just thought that it would be great to be someone who lived for other people.
そっか。君らしくて素敵だね。
His direct praise embarrassed me. To hide my embarrassment, I asked him a question. How about you? Why did you join the police?
俺も結構単純だよ。子供の頃、知らない場所で迷子になった時、交番のおまわりさんが助けてくれたんだ。ありがちだけどね。その時の俺にとって、その人は正義のヒーローで、すごくかっこよくて憧れた。だから同じ場所を目指したわけ。それだけ。その人の顔も名前も覚えてないくらい、ちょっとした出来事だったんだけどね。
That's a surprise. That really was a simple story. Since he had such an uncompromising attitude towards his police work, I figured that he'd have a much more complex reason.
SP になったのも、警察組織の中で守ることに比重を置いてる仕事ってかっこいいなっていう単純なきっかけだし、体動かすのは得意だったから自分に向いてるかなって気楽な考えでね。
That sounds like the way you make decisions.
でも実際に SP になってこれがきっと天職なんだって思ったよ。守るために自分の命を懸けられる。他にそんな仕事ないからね。
Oh, that struck me as odd. The SP risked their lives to defend their charges. But the way Okazaki put it was like,
何があっても、何を犠牲にしても、特別な誰かを守ることが俺の仕事。自分にも役割がある。誰かを守れる自分にはちゃんと存在価値があるって、そう思えるから。
it started from a whim, but it felt like our reasons for joining the police were similar. I wanted to help people. It made me happy to assist them. But the way he says it is almost as if he specifically wanted to lay down his life. Without protecting someone, his life had no value. That was one way to interpret what he was saying.
今度こそ俺はちゃんと守らなきゃいけないんだ。この国にとって、みんなにとって重要でかけがえのない特別な誰かを、俺の命に変えてもね。
His kind-hearted words made a deep impression on me. I think I knew what had been bothering me about his earlier answer. He didn't want to protect me out of a personal desire to do so. He decided that I was someone worth protecting. Was that why he wanted to protect me? Why do I feel so gloom? I knew I was asking for too much. Whatever his reasons, I should have been happy that he was offering to protect me. But I felt like I didn't actually exist in the deeps of his heart. I must be lonely.
ってことで、これからは俺が四六時中君のこと守るから安心してね。
Oh, are you sure?
もう決めちゃったから。
But that means you neglect your mission and you would get pulled into my problems.
君がなんて言っても俺は変わらないよ。
He obviously wouldn't take no for an answer. Right, when he makes up his mind, it's over.
俺の役割だから他の人に任せちゃダメだよ。ちゃんと俺に守らせてね。
My complicated feelings didn't disappear, but I couldn't just turn him down. It was true that I was happy that he said he'd protect me. I understand. I eventually nodded in resignation.
よかった。じゃあ、約束しよう。
Smiling gently, he offered me his pinky. Oh. Realizing his intent, I also gave him my pinky, blushing slightly.
ね、指、ギュッてして。
Oh, like this? Timidly, I flexed my pinky a bit.
もうちょっと力入れて。
Like that?
いた。
Uh,
なんて嘘。これぐらいでちょうどいいよ。
Please, don't scare me like that. Okazaki smiled cheerfully. I didn't truly understand the full meaning behind what he said to me, but his bright smile alone filled the very deeps of my heart with much needed warmth.
さっき言ってた探し物ね。もう見つからないんじゃないかって、ちょっと諦めそうになってたんだ。
Oh, it's actually a Otome game, so it's like a mystery criminal game with a dating simulation. And I'm on the route with this guy at the moment. But there are some other guys also. So it's literally a game where you make as a character, as the main character, decisions. And the decisions bring you to a route from a guy. You can get bad endings and you can good endings in the game also. It depends what you choose. He spoke much more gently now, still giving me the same smile.
警察っていう組織のことは大事。俺に守る環境を与えてくれた場所だから。警察の敵になる者は許せない。でも、俺は組織のことより、任務のことより、大事にしたいものがある。
I guess there are a lot of mobile games also with stuff like this. I don't know if you know the mobile game Tears of Themis. It's from HoYoverse that also made Genshin Impact. But yeah, it's like decision based with a dating system in it. Is your mission to protect the person you were talking about earlier?
そう。だから今は、何より君のことが大事。
That statement was easy to misinterpret. Even so, I knew he was just stating things in his own particular way. My cheeks grew flushed.
俺は何があっても君を守るよ。だから君も何があっても逃げないで。何を犠牲にしても 君が本当に願うことのために諦めないで立ち向かって。そんな君だから俺は選んだんだ。約束してくれる？
He was seeking my resolve. Someone worth protect. Whatever our history had recognized my resolve. He'd chosen me because I was important to boss, the police, and Adonis, and because I didn't run away. I was precious enough, he'd cast aside all else. I promised. I nodded firmly, accepting his feelings. My goal as a cop is to protect Shinjuku. I can't give up on anything, not the cases or the collar. I absolutely won't run away. No matter how reckless or scared I was, as long as I didn't avert my eyes from the truth, he would protect me. There was nothing more reassuring than that. I'm so glad. It was an easy promise for me to make. After all, he wasn't doing this unconditionally. It enlightened with his wishes too. It's far better than him doing it for no reason.
あとはね、何があっても俺から離れないでね。
He tightly squeezed my pinky finger and then started shaking our hands up and down.
俺から逃げないで。隠し事はしないで。あと、知らない人にくっついてっちゃダメ。
This sounds more like you scolding me than making a promise with me.
言ったでしょ。君って危なっかしいから心配なんだ。君は俺だけの特別な人だから。知らないところで危ない目に遭わないように。わかった？
All right. Feeling pressured, I nodded.
よくできました。それじゃ、嘘ついたら針千本ノーマスっと。
Whimsically singing a children's song, he sadly let go of my pinky, as if he was saying goodbye. When we'd been joined at the pinky, I felt like getting a little closer. I had been afraid to let the cold wind separate us again.
とにかく今は、首輪の言う通りに事件の捜査を進めた方がいいね。
Okay, I think it'd help a lot more than doing nothing anyway. I want to work with Yanagi's team too, but it's best not to stand out too much for now. I recalled that Morioka and Commissioner Minegishi knew about my interactions with Yanagi. They had tried to figure out what I knew about X-Day. Okazaki must have reported my association with Yanagi's group to them. That aside, it was a fact that Yanagi and his friends were under police surveillance.
今は表向き警護って名目で俺たち SP が配置されてるけど、彼らの行動次第では疑惑が深まって公安や別の捜査員が派遣されることになったら、今よりも監視の目は厳しくなるからね。彼らとコンタクトを取るときは気をつけて、なるべくこっそり水面下で動いた方がいい。それから絶対に一人で行動しないこと。何か変なことがあったら俺を呼ぶこと。
I appreciate that, but what about your job?
守らなくていいのかって意味なら、彼らは守らないといけないほど弱くない。監視しなくていいのかって意味なら、俺は彼らのことも信じたい。君が信じてるなら、なおさらね。
Okazaki.
彼らの警護に意味がないことなんて、最初から分かってたことだし。
I didn't quite catch what he muttered, so I waited for him to continue.
だから、これからは、俺の個人的な願いを優先するよ。君を守ること。これが、今の俺にとって大切な任務だから。
Somehow, it feels like a weight's been lifted. I left Okazaki and started to go back in. I recognized the person standing absent-mindedly in front of my apartment. Akito. Oh, sorry for surprising you. Want to come inside? You're here to see Kazuki, right?
俺
Don't be shy, come in. Oh, or were you waiting for him to meet you?
いえ違うんです。もう帰るところで。
Oh, okay. It's pretty late, so why don't I walk you back?
大丈夫です。お姉さん、俺とここで会ったこと、和樹には言わないでくれませんか？お願いします。
I wanted to ask him why, but Akito was staring at me intently. Did they have a fight? Okay. I won't tell Kazuki.
ありがとうございます。それと、俺しばらく家の都合であまり和樹とも会えなくなりそうなんで。
Oh, really?
はい。だから、もしあいつが気にしてたら、心配するなって言っておいてください。
Okay.
疑われてるはずなのにな。何も知らないんですね。
What do you say?
いえ、何でもありません。あと、お姉さん。和樹のこと、ちゃんと見てあげてください。
Wow.
じゃなきゃ、絶対に後悔するから。
Thank you for the follow, Tristan. And good morning. Or night, it depends what time you have.
じゃあ、失礼します。
He left without giving me any chance to stop him.
菅原の記憶消したのか？やったのはゼロか？最初から分かってたことだが、ゼロは俺たちを駒としか見てねえな。
それは違います。ゼロはあなた方の悲しみに共感している。
共感？お優しい教祖様はかわいそうな俺たちを救済したいってか。
I don't know why, maybe it's a pipe, but this guy reminds me so much on Smoker from One Piece. I think it's the pipe and the hair. I don't know.
ゼロに聞かれていますよ。
聞かせてるんだよ。
あなたは執行者の中でも特例としてゼロに認められています。 ですからこうしてここの出入りも許している。余計なことは考えない方がいいと思いますが。
それをお前が言うのか？
何の話ですか？
俺は俺の復讐を果たした。あとはどうにでもなればいい。このくだらねえ世界にもう興味はねえからな。おいゼロ、俺を駒として使いたきゃ使いな。
My shift would start in the afternoon today, so I was having a relaxing morning for a change. I enjoyed a slightly promiscuous breakfast for croissant and hot chocolate. Okazaki. Morning, nice weather. Anything odd happen? Good morning, I'm fine, thank you. Good. I saw a black cat today, I got lucky. Okazaki attached a photo. It was out of focus, which was very like him. It's cute. But isn't a black cat supposed to be bad luck? I don't think it's good luck. Alright, but it's cute, so be right. Sorry for calling you unlucky, Mr. Black Cat. I forgive you, meow. Call me if anything happens. Okay. It had been 2 days since the promise. Okazaki periodically messaged me like this to fret over my condition. After I got home yesterday, lock the door and turn off the stove. I cracked up when he sent me that text.
俺は何があっても君を守るよ。だから君も何があっても逃げないで。何を犠牲にしても君が本当に願うことのために諦めないで立ち向かって。そんな君だから俺は選んだんだ。約束してくれる
？I'm happy. That was how I honestly felt right now. Even though it was fulfilling his own wish, we were getting back to our old relationship. No, I felt that we were even closer now. He's straightforward, kind, and has a dream that he won't compromise on. He was definitely a strong-willed man. This time, I didn't want to let him down. I also wanted to become someone worth protecting. I get stronger too. Stronger so that I can stand beside him. Now then, I distanced myself from the investigation, but I still had to keep pursuing the X-Day cases. The recent string of crimes had been followed by several days of eerie stillness, and that bothered me. So this is my first calm morning in ages. Over the past week, I hadn't had a chance to relax because of the issues with Okazaki. I don't know what could happen at any time. I should get some rest while I can. I had plenty of time before I had to go to work. How could I spend it productively? I could read a book, watch a DVD, or even go shopping for new clothes. I know, I make snacks. Cooking focused my mind. and there was a recipe that I wanted to try out. Making up my mind, I quickly rolled up my sleeves and went to the kitchen. After setting some dough to bake in the oven, I kicked back with a cup of black tea. A sweet aroma filled the room. If this turns out well, maybe I let Okazaki try some. He was always outside Yanagi's office in this cold. Maybe Yoshinari would be happy if I brought a portion for him too. Oh, another text. Takeo won't let me inside. Okay, he always uses such cute emojis. As always, lol. I read his amusing text and replied, I bring some refreshments by later. But I paused before sending the text, recalling our conversation yesterday. I shouldn't be seen making contact with Yanagi's team, which meant that I shouldn't go near the office for the time being. But it's not like I can make him come over while he's working. Do you have business at the station this afternoon? Not right now, bye. I figured I could casually give him some if I run into him at the station. Maybe I should wait for another day. I suddenly realized something was wrong. It smells like burning. As I stood up in panic, another message came. Not right now, why? Did something happen? Sorry, I just had a little trouble, but it's okay now. I sent a brief reply so you wouldn't worry and run to the kitchen. Thank goodness, it is burned too badly. I took my special white tea scones out of the oven and checked their doneness. The timer had stopped, so I might have gone a bit over the correct cooking time. I was upset that they weren't the ideal color, but they weren't noticeable burn. When I tasted them, it actually added a nice deep to the flavor. Nicely done. I was confident in their taste, so I picked the best looking ones and I was thinking about how to wrap them. Suddenly, the visitor bell on the intercom rang. Yes, who is it?
警察です。巡回連絡に来ました。
That voice, don't tell me. Okazaki.
こんにちは、いちかちゃん。
I quickly opened the door and there he was, smiling as always.
よかった。君は何ともないね。
Yes?
あんなメールが届いたからさ、心配で来ちゃった。
Text. In my rush, I'd written it obviously.
あの感じだと危険ってほどじゃなさそうだったけど、俺が落ち着かなくて。
I'd made him worry unnecessarily. I felt very guilty. I'm sorry, I was cooking and I panicked it because I thought I burned something.
そうなんだ。気をつけなくちゃダメだよ。
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be working so?
ちょうど吉成くんと交代する時間だったし、気にしないで。それより、本当に何もなくてよかった。
He was such a worry rat. I smiled wryly as he put up a relieved smile. I knew he was tense on once his mind was set, but it was embarrassing to be worried about this much. Oh, so you have a little bit of free time right now?
どうかした？
Well, you came all this way, so please come on in.
いいの？
Of course, you came here for my sake. I just finished baking some snacks. I poured some tea, so please. This development came as a surprise, but this was a good chance. I could have him try the scones right after they were baked. Speaking of which, there was a pound cake I'd made earlier, so I could serve that too.
じゃあ、お言葉に甘えて、お邪魔します。
I blinked in slight surprise. With unusual politeness, Okazaki removed his shoes and entered my apartment. Here you go. I pour you some tea. Okazaki. As I was about to show him around, I noticed that Okazaki had stopped in the doorway with a confused expression. What's the matter?
君はよく家に人を呼ぶの？
No, not really.
そっか。ちょっとは警戒しなくちゃダメだよ。
Was he still worrying about me? It's not like he was a stranger. I wondered if he really thought I was that careless.
ちゃんとわかってる？俺も一応男だからね。
I finally understood his warning. Now that I thought about it, this was the first time I had a guy besides Kazuki's friends in. But Okazaki, he isn't like that. But we weren't exactly friends either. We were more like acquaintance. If you looked at it that way, I understood that I was being too careless. Don't think that I just invite people inside so easily, okay? This is really the first time. At first, I just wanted you to try the snacks to see if they turned out okay. And you happened to stop by at a really good time. I started babbling in panic. Now I just look guilty. But I don't want him to misunderstand.
そんなに焦らなくてもいいのに。
Okazaki was laughing at me. It wasn't on purpose.
わかったよ。だから落ち着いて。ほら、深呼吸。
He soothed me, patting me on the back. I sighed. I gotten too worked up.
やっぱり君は可愛いね。
Oh. Just when I calmed down, he said something to make my heart pound again.
焦ってるのすごく可愛かった。で、焦らせちゃったのは俺か。ごめんね。
No. I had no idea how to respond to this direct compliment. I turned away to hide my burning cheeks and showed Okazaki around the room. Okazaki, is coffee okay?
ありがとう。
This was awkward. Okazaki was in my bedroom. I was nervous, but a part of me was happy about it too. A plate and a fork and also... Oh right, I didn't ask. While I was making coffee and planting the pastries, I realized something. Can you eat sweets?
大丈夫だよ。タケルくんほどじゃないけど、俺も甘いものは好き。
That's good. I just made some cones, and I have pound cake too, if you like.
ねえ、そんなに気を使わなくてもいいよ。
No, I want you to eat this. To be honest, I'm quite proud of it.
ありがとう。さっきの話なんだけど、今度からこんな風に男の人を簡単に家にあげちゃダメだよ。
I just got excited this time. He'd explained it to me, but Okazaki was strangely fixated on this.
お邪魔してる俺が言うのもなんだけどさ、おかしな勘違いされたら困るでしょ。
Alright.
本当かな。
He didn't seem to be putting too much stock in my replies. It's not like I just let any random person who asks in here.
俺が初めてって聞いて安心したし、信用してくれてるのも嬉しいよ。でも俺だけにして。こうして君の部屋に入れるの俺だけにしてほしい。ダメ？
Hearing it like that made me self-conscious. Okazaki had said that he protect me, so maybe he was just concerned that I accidentally invite trouble into my home. But now the way he was talking made it seem like he wanted me all to himself. You're the one that's easy to misunderstand. I understand, I do that. Only you're allowed inside then. When the words left my mouth, I got terribly embarrassed and couldn't look him in the eye. What am I saying?
本当？よく。
I heard Okazaki's excitement, but I felt so awkward the words just passed through my ears. I didn't invite many people over to begin with, and I had no male friends to speak of. Kazuki's friends, they definitely don't count. The only male friend I really get along with is Saiki, and I've never had him over. Okazaki and I are more like partners working on the same case, so I guess this isn't that weird. As I made excuses to myself, I glanced at Okazaki, who spoke again.
あ、柳さんやタケルくんもダメだよ。ミネオくんはもっとダメだし、白石さんは論外。
Wow. Right? It's like he's jealous, so Okazaki had spoken bluntly and honestly since I'd met him, so he probably wasn't implying anything. So you just want me to be careful, right?
そう、男は狼だからね。
Okazaki nodded in satisfaction. All I could do was nod in response. Here you go. I focused on making tea to take my mind off the awkward mood. I set a plate of scones and pound cake in front of the cup of coffee I made for Okazaki earlier.
わあ、おいしそう。
I made a lot, so if you like it, please eat as much as you want. Okazaki's eyes twinkled as he looked at the pastries set side by side on the table. Then he suddenly grew serious.
ちょっと待って。 これ君が作ったの？
Yes, I did. It hit in my head at the odd line of questioning.
こんなに綺麗なのに手作り？ちゃんとしたお店で出てくるやつみたいだよ。
You flatter me. These are very easy to make. I could make these even without a recipe.
そうなんだ。じゃあいただきます。
He blinked a few times and then slowly bit into a scone. Would it suit his taste? Would he like it? I nervously waited for his reaction.
うわ、
How is it?
何これ、おいしい。
Really? I'm glad you like it.
こんなにおいしいの食べたことない。
You must be exaggerating. That said, I was rather proud of the way I'd blended the milk tea flavor in the cons. The pound cake had nuts and dried fruits in it. I was confident enough in the flavor that I thought even Kazuki would eat it. I'm glad he likes it.
もしかしてパティシエの修行とかしたの？
Okazaki asked me another serious question while munching. I didn't train anywhere. Have you never had home cooking like this before?
こんなの手作りできるんだね。
Okazaki, are you bad at cooking?
苦手っていうかしたことないよ。
Oh my god. Oh, I was surprised, but I remembered how he reacted to seeing my home earlier and connected the dots. But don't you live alone?
キッチンは一応あるけど新品みたいに綺麗。包丁を持つと指切っちゃうし、コンロを使うと服まで燃えちゃうから危険でしょ。
Wow. His cooking skill wasn't really the issue.
そういえば柳さんもすごいんだよね。本当は元警察じゃなくて宮廷料理人だったんじゃないのかな。
Imperial Palace? Is Yanagi that good of a cook?
魔法みたいだよ。特に家庭料理。素朴なのに美味しいし。
Not exactly a surprise. Yanagi looks like he can take care of himself. But I thought Yanagi was trying really hard to avoid Okazaki. Had Okazaki tasted his cooking before? Maybe he pressured him into letting him try it.
料理だけじゃなくて家事全般ね。うまくこなせる人って尊敬するよ。
Are you bad at other things besides cooking, like cleaning and laundry?
それも苦手っていうよりよくわからないかな。洗濯は前にやったことあるけど、お気に入りのカーディガンが子供用みたいにちっちゃくなっちゃって。
Oh my god. Oh my god.
それからクリーニング使ってるし、掃除は掃除機を使わないなら普通にできるよ。あ、自動掃除機ってやつなら楽かなと思って買ったことあるんだ。
I suppose anyone can use one of those.
でもある日、玄関を開けっぱなしにしてたら家出しちゃって。
What? It's run away? Oh my god. Holy moly. So, if we together with him, we need to cook for him, we need to clean, we need to make the laundry, we need to look for the vacuum cleaner. They don't run away. Oh my god. うわ。
それから帰ってきてくれないんだよね。
Please close your front door. I thought he should pay more attention to his own life instead of sending me warning.
機械類がダメなんだ。吉成くんにはアナログ人間って言われたけど、例えばこのテレビのリモコンとかさ。
That controls the air condition.
間違えちゃった。こっちかな。
That's for the room lights. Look, there's only 2 buttons. I barely corrected him. Okazaki just tilted his head in confusion. A normal person wouldn't make these mistakes. The buttons didn't even look the same. Rather than being bad with machines, it's more like he's confused by normal life. I'd seen him working as an SP a lot lately, so I've forgotten that I used to think he was an airhead. Good morning, Zilong. Did your vacuum robot cleaner ever run away? I mean, you should take care of it, because if you let the door open, it could run away. Because actually, the guy, so Okazaki's vacuum cleaner robot, ran away because he let the door open, and then he was saying it never came back when it ran away. So, oh my god. Also, he can't cook, he can't clean, he can't make laundry, he can't use machines, and he can't use a vacuum cleaner robot. But this was clear enough that he just didn't pay attention to things outside of his work. It was very like him, in a way. He was the type who kept his mind on the job. Oh well, right now she is laying in her basket and I just let her sleep if she can. Because, yeah, the night was totally horrible, actually, not even kidding. I was thinking, if this gets even shitter today, I need to drive next day to the clinic with her, probably. But I hope it will get better. I can't imagine what your daily life must be like. Come to think of it, I'd seen him sleeping in an alley by the detective office before. Don't tell me.
さすがに家はちゃんとあるからね。
He cut me off before I could say it.
まあ、ちゃんと寝たい時に帰るくらいだから、あんまり自宅って感じもしないけど。
Oh my god. His lazy smile turned bit. I remembered I only known him for a few days. We'd been together a lot and had disagreements. But I had no idea what kind of life he led. I didn't know his likes or dislikes. I've just come to realization that I don't know Okazaki very well. This was a good chance. I was driven by an urge to find out more. So, what are you good at? Oh my god.
柔道とか剣道、あと射撃かな。
They were all SP officer type skills. He fits the job profile to a T.
あとは英語とか。
Have you lived abroad before?
ただ SP にとっては絶対条件だからね。
I see. Foreign Dignitaries receive SP protection too. English was essentially for communication with VIPs, and it was likely useful in other situations too.
俺のことだけじゃなくて君のことも教えてよ。ずるいじゃない。
I don't know.
君を守るためにもいろいろ知っておかなきゃ。ね、教えて。
We pass the time chatting with each other about each other. Our likes and dislikes, our friends, respective jobs, what we watched on TV. They were all trivial topics, but I found the conversation quite pleasant. I see. I'm surprised to hear that Yoshinari used to be a delinquent.
どっかのグループのナンバー2だったとか聞いたな。その話すると黒歴史だからやめてくださいって怒るけどね。
There was no shortage of things to talk about. I noticed that a long time had passed. I still had plenty of time before work, but maybe I shouldn't keep him too long. Just as I thought that I noticed that Okazaki was watching me intently out of the corner of his eye. What is it?
ごめんね。女の子の部屋をジロジロ見ちゃダメだよね。
I don't really mind. There was something he couldn't stop looking at. I turned, thinking that I'd left something strange out, and followed his gaze to a pillow on my bed. Are you by a chance curious about this pillow?
え、なんでわかったの？
I just figured.
ちょっと見てもいい？あ、触っても大丈夫？
Oh, go ahead. Okazaki quietly approached my bed and patted my pillow a few times.
これすごくいい枕だね。首に負担がかからないし素材もいい。
You know your pillows. I decided to splurge a little on it. It said on TV that a good pillow can make a big difference in your sleep quality.
そう、君の言う通りだよ。枕は現代社会を生きる人間にとってものすごく。
Why is he so serious about this?
柔らかすぎても硬すぎても良くない。これはちょうどいい柔らかさでとっても気持ちよさそう。知ってる？枕の選び方。
No.
横になった時、普段立ってる時の姿勢と同じになるように選ぶことが大事なんだよ。
For some reason, Okazaki was very interested and knowledgeable about the subject of pillows. He seemed very interested in my pillow. Well, he was sleeping when I met him back then. I thought he had been napping because his SP job was so stressful. Do you like sleeping?
できれば平均24時間くらい寝てたい。
Okay. He must have been serious, judging by the way his face tensed up when he said it.
安眠グッズもたくさん持ってるんだ。アロマフューザーに癒し系 CD に羊の形のぬいぐるみでしょ。あとこれもその一つ。
He produced an eye mask I had seen before from his pocket. Yatta!
アイマスクも蒸気が出るやつだったりハーブの香り付きとかいろいろ種類があるんだよ。そういうのは女性に人気みたい。
Oh no, 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 don't say it, Zeno, don't. Why you make this now? It's only one ear. He was a veritable sleep aid condition.
この枕買った場所を教えてくれる？まだ売ってるといいんだけどな。
Okazaki stroked the pillow like it was a precious pet. You can try it if you want.
いいの？
His eyes were twinkling. Sure, I haven't even used it yet.
あ、でもさすがにベッドは悪いから床で試させてもらおうかな。
Before he finished his sentence, Okazaki was already lying on the floor, pillow under head. Well, not the floor, I don't mind, just use my bed. Wow. Just wow. It'd been only 3 seconds since he closed his eyes. I could hear the steady breathing of sleep. That was fast. I had a feeling the pillow was immaterial. Okazaki could just instantly fall asleep using any pillow. Smirking, I sat on the bed and observed Okazaki's sleeping face. Looking at him like this, he looks far more innocent than you'd expect. It was rude of me to think this about an older man, but I thought it was a little cute. He did say that sleeping was his hobby, but his SP job had been exhausting. He had to train regularly, so he probably didn't have any free time. Despite that, he still went out of his way to come see me. When I was with him, time just seemed to pass more slowly. It was peaceful, and for a while I was able to forget about Shinjuku and the crimes happening. Even the collar on my neck faded from thought. My heart softened. I started to feel sleepy just by watching Okazaki. Maybe I just take a tiny nap on the sofa. I started to doze off.
Ah, こんにちは。お邪魔してます。あんた誰？
Is that Kazuki's voice?
いちかちゃんの弟さん？そっくりだね。いや、だから、あんた誰？あれ、起きたんだね。おはよう。おい、こいつ誰？
I couldn't grasp what was happening. My head was still in a daze. Did I fall asleep?
うん。気持ちよさそうに寝てたから、起こしたら悪いと思って。
He watched me sleep. Did I make any weird faces?
すごーく可愛い顔で眠ってたよ。ちょっとだけ寝言も言ってた。
I talk in my sleep? What did I say?
内緒。
No secrets this time. Tell me.
枕ありがとう。俺も買ってみることにしたよ。
Okazaki. As I frantically confronted Okazaki, Kazuki visibly sighed.
いちか、男連れ込むなら事前に一言くらい言っとけよ。
Oh no, that's not what happened here. Anyway, Kazuki, where'd you go? Aren't you on break from school? No matter how many times I told Kazuki to come right home, he didn't listen to me. Today, he had gone off somewhere early in the morning.
タコだっていいだろ。
Of course it does. You understand, don't you? You don't know what could happen.
うるせえな。だから帰ってきたんだろう。また X デーの動画が出たとかで周りが騒がしいから帰ってきたんだよ。
I quickly looked at my phone. Moshida had called me quite a few times.
のんきな警察官だな。
Kazuki,
分かってる。
Kazuki gave me a cold glance and left the living room.
俺寝るから。イチャつくなら外でやれよ。
I said that's now how it is. I wanted to yell and protest, but Kazuki had already gone into his room. Anyway, the new incident took priority. Did another X-Day crime happen? I separated from Okazaki and got to the station. It was abused with activity. I'm sorry for being late.
いや、こっちこそ休みだったのに悪いな。
After giving me an apology, got straight to the matter and Hen showed me the most recent X-Day announcement video.
警察は9月の犯人と目星をつけた男性を獄中自殺させてます。本当にそいつが犯人だったのかな。真相は闇の中。警察が犯人に仕立て上げて殺したんだったりして。ああ、それと10月は何にも事件が起こらず終わったとか思ってるみたいだけど、ほんと警察って能天気っていうか無能ですね。大丈夫。アドニスは善良な区民を殺人鬼である警察官から守ってあげます。
Is this the whole thing? It didn't announce a crime like the other videos.
今のところ実害も出ていない。まったく何を考えてるんだ。
It's as if they merely wanted to spread the message of police incompetence. I hesitated to say it aloud, burying the words inside.
これだけじゃうちも動きようがない。警戒は続けるが、当面は待機になりそうだな。
The local office was receiving a flood of calls from the concerned public.
お前は出勤時間まで休んでていいぞ。この調子じゃ今日は鳴りっぱなしだろう。交代したら休む暇もないだろうからな。今のうちに体力を温存しとけよ。
Understood, sir. As I walked to the break room, I thought about my plan to investigate going forward. I should look into events where people related to the police were victims. I couldn't research every possible incident, but some would be easier to research because of my position on the force. Adonis seemed to regard the police with hostility, and the police were the subject of many scandals. I also couldn't personally turn a blind eye to the wrongs that the police had committed. Like Okazaki, I felt society needed the police. All the more reason to shed light on their doings. Sugawara never would have done what she did if the police had just taken her claims seriously from the beginning. The X-Day crimes where the victims were linked to the police were April, May, and November. I wonder if November would be easiest to investigate because it's the most recent. My phone vibrated, I checked it, and I saw a text from Shirashi. Are you free now? Can you meet me on the roof?
柳くんたちが寂しがってたよ。彼らに頼らないつもりなんだって。
Shirashi grinned as he confronted me with his inquiry. The day after I talked to Okazaki in the park, I told Yanagi that I intended to investigate on my own. I did it because I thought that making frequent contact with Yanagi's team just caused trouble for Okazaki. I only said I wouldn't be working alongside them. I have my reasons.
事情ね。まあいいけど。
Shirashi had an odd, suggestive look on his face.
で、君はどこからどうやって捜査することにしたのかな。
I think I start with the November incident. Officers died in that one, and I think I'd be easier to investigate it from within the station.
なるほどね。それは正解かもしれない。じゃあ、今回はサービスして俺なりの見解を聞かせてあげようかな。
Please do. In November, a truck and a police motorcycle had collided head-on, killing both involved. It was thought to be an accident at first, but strange traffic signal activity was spotted in the video recordings. All of the lights had turned green at the same time, causing traffic to enter the intersection from all directions. The collision had occurred at full speed.
トラックの運転手は過去に前科があった。警察官の方には目立った問題はなかったけど、おそらくもっと深く調べれば恨みを買うような何かをやらかしていた可能性がある。警察もその線で調査したみたいだけど、今のところは何も出てないみたいだね。今のところはね。
Shirashi and I had the same opinion. The X-Day incident had undoubtedly stemmed from sloppy police investigative methods and structure. The goal of the X-Day crimes was revenge. However, it likely wouldn't stop there. Adonis was trying to change Japan itself so that citizens would carry out their idea of justice. No one knew what would happen on X-Day in January, but the brazen nature of the crimes so far suggested that it would be on a massive scale. I shudder to imagine how many victims there would be.
あと13日か。
There were 13 days remaining. Shinjuku's future rested on us settling this.
それで改まって話ってのは何なんだ。
くだらねえことなら速攻追い返す。
まあいつも勝手に入ってくる岡崎がわざわざ断り入れて全員と話したいって言うくらいだからな。
俺まで呼び出してね。表情から察するによほどのことみたいだけど。
今日は君たちにお願いがあってきたんだ。分かってると思うけど、俺の任務は君たちの動向を監視して報告すること。
ま、想定内。
そうだな。そんなところだろうと思っていた。訳ありで辞めた元警察の集まり。しかも俺たちは各々がそれなりに捜査の中枢を知る立場にいたからな。俺たちの中に犯人に連なる人間がいる。またはこれから犯人が接触する可能性があると警戒されるのは妥当だ。
前置きはいいよ。今までそれをはぐらかしてた君がわざわざ自分から言い出した意図は？
俺は本来なら君たちに関与する人間も全員事細かに報告しなきゃいけない。
星野のことか。首輪について彼女から聞いたんだろう。それでお前はそのことを上に報告するのか？彼女が危険にさらされると分かっていて。
彼女の事情は誰にも言わないよ。そうじゃなきゃわざわざここに来ない。
そりゃそうだろうな。
俺は彼女のことを守るって決めた。何があっても守らなきゃいけないんだ。
へえ、守るね。
だから君たちに力を貸してほしい。
ちょい待て。いつの間にそんな話になったんだよ。なんでお前があいつを守ることになるんだ。
お前は黙ってろ。ややこしくなる。
彼女と俺たちはすでに協力体制だ。敵対するつもりもないが。
つまり彼女の首輪を外したいってことでしょ？
そう。さすが白石さんは話が早いね。
ミネオのバカ以外は全員わかってる。
そうだよね。ごめん。
いや、そこは肯定すんじゃねえよ。むしろ俺に対して謝れよ。
俺たちも彼女の首輪については何とかしてやりたいと思っている。だが下手に手出しすれば危険だ。今は相手の要求通りに X デイ事件を追うしか方法がない。
それは柳さんの本心？違うよね。他にも方法があることは分かってるはずだ。それをしないのは彼女に降りかかる危険を少しでも減らしたいのもあるだろうけど、彼女が 100% 白かどうか柳さんの中で測りかねてるから。
勝手に俺の考えを決めつけるな。
まあまあ、まずは岡崎くんの話を聞くとしようよ。
とにかく君たちも捜査に進展がないことに焦りは感じてるよね。アドニスが言う X デーは1月。もう目前だ。リスクを冒してでも行動に出なきゃいけないと思う。
んなこと分かってるっつの。結局何が言いたいんだ。
今月事件を起こした奴らは証拠が見つかって逮捕されてるか容疑者としてマークされてる。
そして 事情聴取の時には必ず記憶喪失のような症状が出ている。菅原理香がいい例だね。
つまりどういうことだよ。
柳さん、
実行犯をここに追い詰めてもアドニスの尻尾はつかめない。使い捨ての駒に振り回されるだけになる。そう言いたいんだろ。
今アドニスに近づける手がかりは彼女、いちかちゃんだけだ。
バカ猫をもっと利用しろってことか。
はあ？大鳥にでも使う気かよ。
簡単に言えばそうだね。このまま事件の捜査を続けてもアドニスの片鱗さえつかめないままあっという間に1月になっちゃうよ。犯人側の裏をかかなきゃ翻弄されるだけだ。事件捜査以外の行動を起こすべきだと思う。
岡崎、お前は彼女を守りたいんじゃないのか？
彼嘘はついてないよ。どっちも本音だね。
俺は彼女を守りたい。だからこそ一刻も早く首輪を外してあげたい。そのためには多少リスクがあっても今動かなきゃ彼女はもっと危険になる。いっそ首輪を逆手にとって相手の動きを探るくらいのことをしないと状況は進展しない。
このまま黙って過ごしてれば X デイは必ず来る。なら危険を冒してでもってことか。
そのことはバカ猫に言ってないんだな。
犯人側に筒抜けじゃ意味がないからね。
お前はそれでいいのか？
約束したんだ。彼女は何があっても逃げないし諦めない。
それで具体策は？失敗したらシャレになんねえぞ。
そこを君たちに考えてもらおうと思って。
考えなしかよ。
ノープランで乗り込んでくるなんてなかなか大胆だね。
だって俺はそういうの得意分野じゃないし、だから君たちにお願いがあるって言ったじゃない。
簡単に言ってくれるな。
君たちが彼女に協力を持ちかけたのはあの首輪を利用できるって思ってたから。同時に
まあそうだな。
でも結局何も行動に移さなかったのは疑惑よりも彼女の安全を優先したからでしょ。本当に疑ってるだけなら適当なことを言って彼女を泳がせて油断するのを待てばいい。君たちはみんなまっすぐな人だから大胆な行動を起こせば彼女が危険にさらされる。それを避けたかったんじゃないかな。
さすがに能天気すぎる見解だけど、実際彼女の扱いに困っていたのは事実だよね。
まさかお前から利用するって提案が来るとは思ってなかったけどな。
彼女は警察官としてちゃんと覚悟を決めてるよ。俺はその気持ちを信じたい。だから君たちにも覚悟を決めてほしいんだ。
俺たちが犯人側と通じてるって可能性は考えないわけ？
あるかもしれないけど今は疑う根拠がないから信じるよ。
い
いいのかよ、そんな曖昧な理由で。
もし犯人側と通じてたとしても俺が排除すればいいだけだから。
うわ、
言い切ったね。俺の言葉で呼び出したのもそれだけ割り切ってるからか。
警察内部で動けるのは白石さんくらいしかいないからね。一緒に聞いてもらいたかったんだ。俺は常に彼女のそばにいたいからあまり自由に動き回れないし。
まあ彼女の首輪を利用してアドニスに近づける、または X デー事件の解明が少しでも進展するなら。
俺たちが断る理由は特にないな。
あいつに黙ってっつうのはちょっと後ろめたい気がすっけど、そんなん言ってる場合じゃねえってことか。
君たちにもそれぞれ目的があって各事件を捜査してるんだと思う。でも今は俺に協力してほしい。 X デーを食い止めるためにも本当の意味で彼女を守るためにもね。俺のお願い聞いてくれないかな。
あとはうちのリーダーが納得したらだな。
柳くんにももう答えは出てるだろうけどね。
あ、俺だ。
Sorry, I'm late. I just go off work.
ごめん、俺もう行かなきゃ。いちかちゃんが仕事終わったみたい。
あいつもここに来んのか？
違うよ。最近は俺が送り迎えしてるんだ。
っては？お前らやっぱそういう関係だったのか？
何か問題ある？
Oh my god. No motor.
じゃあ俺の連絡先置いておくね。柳さん、後でメールして。
わかった。
やっぱり柳さんは即断しないか。
He refused to make sacrifices. He typically wouldn't act if there was any risk, which meant
自分のためには絶対に動かない。
I was sure that he was actually trying to protect Ishika too. I'd sensed that intent from him most of all, but he suppressed his personal feelings. As long as he didn't absolutely trust her, he wouldn't even consider taking any risks. And he was also afraid that his own actions could place her in danger.
気持ちはわからなくない。でも
He wouldn't be able to protect her that way. No matter what danger she's in, I just need to protect her from all of it. In fact, the greater the danger is, the more it means to me to protect her.
あ、そうだ。メールしなきゃ。
Wait, I'll be there soon. Don't go outside. Fine, I'll be in the lobby. You're such a very weird. That's me. I can't even nap anymore when I think what could happen to you. Oh, you lol. When the exasperated reply came back, I chuckled reflexively.
大げさじゃないのにな。
It wasn't an exaggeration at all to say that protecting her was now my reason for living. Someone watching might laugh at me for trying to be her knight in shining armor. I continued to text her as I approached the Shinjuku police station. I personally enjoyed it, but I did it mainly because it let me check up on her from a distance. BTW, any progress on the November case? There was a pause before she replied. I waited, wondering what face she was making as she typed her response. Nothing to go on yet. I'm tracking down related people. It's fairly recent. Nobody's expecting instant results. There must be something. I'll find it. I smiled bitterly at the reply. The sight of her depression over her weakness and lack of progress had been burned into my brain. It was so very like her to try and hide that by finding stubbornness.
元気づけてあげたいな。
That was also a part of protecting her. What is there that I could do to make her cheer up and smile? As I pondered the question, I strolled through a crosswalk. Almost there. Sorry, you have to do this. I know you're busy. Thanks, as always. The message rattled me somewhat. I could hear my conscience stabbing at me from the inside.
君のためじゃないよ。
I'm not doing it for anyone else. Don't worry about it. Just doing this because I want to. I'm fulfilling my own wish.
君を守るよ。
Even if it costs me my life. X-Day Incident Report. Report of the X-Day Incident, November 5th. In this incident, a truck and a police motorcycle collide head-on, resulting in 2 deaths. It was initially believed to be an accident, but surveillance camera footage revealed that traffic signals had been manipulated in order to cause the fatal crash. The Roman numeral 2 was also discovered. Also, this has not been many public known. After an Adonis coin was found, clutched in the hand of a victim, the incident began to be investigated as an X-Day crime. Afterwards, Adonis broadcasted a statement on the internet.
世の中には生きてはいけない人間がいます。保身、権持欲、承認欲求、優越感。それらを満たすためだけに他人の尊厳を踏みにじる者。醜い欲にまみれた自我を持つ人間たちに我々アドニスが正義の裁きを下しました。X デイへのカウントダウン2。
The plan can finally enter its final stage. Until November, the countdown was just amusement, the foundation for people to learn through fear. The enforcers who embrace sorrow, hatred, and rage would demonstrate justice by their own hands. And if the subject of the collar experiment acts according to plan, she will surely see what lies beyond a pure white, beautiful world. Yeah, so sleepy. I yawned deeply in front of the mirror after I finished getting dressed in the morning. After I got home, I'd gone online to look for any useful information on the November X-Day incident. Of course, I came up dry. All I'd managed to learn was public opinion. The police suck. They can control traffic lights. Terrifying, lol. Maybe boss died because they are boss criminals? What the fuck? Thoughtless, reactionary comments like that. It felt like the public was becoming desensitized to the endless murder. Oh, maybe he's already here. Well, I will make a short break now, and I think like in 15-30 minutes back, I guess. So see you then, guys, again with a lot of coffee that I will get also.